everybody. Welcome to Banter with Brutus. Today, your host is Brutus the Bobcat, of course, joined by his trusty translator and Spanish 101 instructor, Seth. Say hi, Seth. Hola, mi amigos. Today, we are joined by the Bates Robotic instructor, Landon Johnson, who also specializes in auto machining. Is that what?
Automation.
Automation.
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, automation is the process of being able to more accurately manufacture machinery and equipment to tighter tolerances and better quality through the use of automation or machinery.
So how long have you been at Bates, and tell us a little bit more about yourself personally?
I have been at Bates since 2013 when they decided to hire me to teach in the Industrial Electronics and Robotics Technician program. I was there until roughly 2014, and then they had some other things that they needed me to do, so they transferred me out of that program to start a new program, and now they've transferred me back since the previous instructor has retired.
What first inspired you to pursue robotics and automation?
I'd have to think back, probably going to the post office with my dad where they had these huge letter sorting machines that would automatically scan the letters. And then of course, there was Laverne and Shirley, where they had the Schatz Brewing Company and all of the bottles, going through that whole process. I was like, wow, that's kind of cool. So that kind of stuck with me, and that's what I like and that's what I do. So I'm like the luckiest guy in the world. I get to do what I like doing.
What is something you wish you knew before you started your career in robotics and automation?
All I can say is I wish I would have gotten into it sooner. And I want to make one thing clear. My career is not really in robotics and automation. My career is in education. Okay, so the skills that I have are honed towards not using the information, but being able to transfer the information to other people. That's the only reason I'm here. I'm not here to solve Alan Bradley's problems or Green Mountain Coffee Roasters' problems anymore. I'm here to teach other people how to solve those problems. So what I wish I would have known is that this was so much fun. I didn't start teaching until I was 30 some. And that was a result of the Challenger exploding. I used to work for NASA, and the Challenger blew up, and we all lost our jobs, and there was an article in the paper, or an ad that said, we're looking for teachers, $11 an hour, 5 to 7 years experience required. I went and applied for it and got it anyway, and I've never looked back, and quite honestly, haven't worked a day since. I just wish I would have found out about that when I was in my 20s. I would have saved a whole lot of wasted time.
Is there anything students should know specifically before starting your program that isn't directly stated?
I think students should know that it's a very, very dynamic, fast, changing industry. There are a lot of different ways you can go. You can go into Amazon doing fulfillment. You can go work for the power company. You can go to work for GMCR. It's almost like going to a restaurant where you have a menu and you're really hungry, and there's so many things on the menu that you can't decide which one. So my advice is, as you go through the program, make a mental note of the things you like and the things that you don't necessarily like, and then pursue that as you get into your capstones and your focused courses towards the end of the program.
So what kind of job opportunities are there from students who do graduate from your program?
Well, I sort of talked about a couple of them. Let me talk about a couple more. Green Mountain Coffee Roasters, they're the people that make Keurig. They're the people that make all the little K-Cups. You have no idea what goes into making those K-Cups, but I can tell you this, they have 3 machines up there. Each one makes 700 K-Cups per minute. So those things literally, like Laverne and Shirley, are going past each workstation. They can work in that industry. They can go to work at Amazon. We have the same robot in our area. By the way, it's not really a robot that looks like a person. It's just an arm that moves. We have the same robots that Amazon uses in our area. So you can get into fulfillment. You can get into any number of manufacturing type things. We have a list of over 100 companies that our graduates have gone to work for. That includes the power company, it includes timber and lumber companies, fruit packing and manufacturing, things like that. We do stuff like this. We can use a laser to burn a little piece of an apple, and then we can sense, we take the smoke that comes from that laser, and we use a tricorder. If you follow Star Trek, we use a chromatography device, and we can tell how much sugar is in that apple. You can't tell when you look at the apple that it's been blasted with a little tiny laser, but now we know, is that apple better for cooking, or is that apple better for eating? So all of that level of automation is what we do.
Could you describe what the first day of school would be like for your class?
First day of school for me and my students is getting to know each other, plain and simple. I need to get to know my students, how they learn, find out what their individual goals are, because there's no such thing really as a class of students. There are 10 or 12 individuals, each of which has their own anticipated career path, anticipated level of growth, and if I don't get to the bottom of that, then I can't help them get there. So I make sure that on the first day of class we have a level of trust, a level of respect, a level of communication, and that paves the way. I try to make it a policy to do nothing technical on the first day, actually not much during the first couple days.
Thank you, Landon, for stopping by today and doing this interview with us. If you want to learn more about his program or any other information regarding his program, please visit the Bates website. And if you want to get to know Brutus a little bit more or ask him any questions yourself, go to brutus@batestech.edu. That is brutus@batestech.edu. Thank you, have a safe day, and this has been Banter with Brutus.